we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Toronto Mounties and the London Black Knights. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Into the end zone for the touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Right back to him on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's the option. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the 1st down, and it slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Complete.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Andrew Billings forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Number 5, the ball.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. He's going deep for ground. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A run for Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
He's across.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
And 8 at the 24-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, a 22.
2-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And his guys have taken the lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
from the gun, Jackson.
45-yard line.
And that one will fall incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, Jackson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The play fake. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown of the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. 36 yards on the play. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
17-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That his first catch so far. They've held him under rest, but he's got it. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys have once again taken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Mounties 21. Black Knights 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It sees the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Jackson dancing to his left. That's out to Chubb, complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the gate.
Well, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
He's taken down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for the touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown is 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Black Knights 24, Mounties 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Complete.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
They gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They run. Chubb. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On the carry.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard.
From the gun on third down, Jackson eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
He's going to let it fly. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Handoff here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score, Mounties 34, Black Knights 24.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
His guys take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's over on the 41.
Tonight's final
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for our visitors, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.